Heat race number 2, getting ready to come to the Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting grid on this one. Your Murphy Oil Shaw race cars. Heat race number 2, Tommy Lowry out of Pensacola, Florida, the 27. And Gregory Lacrosse out of Milton, Florida, the 87L. Mickey Trosclair out of Luling, Louisiana, the 521. And Marvin Halverson out of Milton, Florida, the 67. Final 2 starters going to be the 8 machine of Wyatt Parker out of Jay, Florida. And last night's feature winner Dylan Ursery out of Cottondale, Florida, the 71. Couple laps to roll the top of the racetrack in. For those of you watching at home on IMCA TV, well, welcome aboard. And for those of you folks, do a little live look in via all of our IMCA TV, IMCA Racing platforms. Great to have you tuned on in for a little live look in. We're going to give you this last Crate USA heat race and 3 modified heat races, just like last night. So got one extra car out there. Not sure who it is. I believe it's that white car at the end. Not sure a name and a number on it. Briar Cheatham, you think? Briar Cheatham, I think, out there. So, getting ready to go. Gregory Lacrosse. It says he's number 87L, but all I see is gray primer paint on it. Looks like most of the projects that my good friend Jarrett Franzen works on, they're mostly primer gray. Looking to go to the green flag. Here we go. It's up and it's out. 8 laps of distance. Heat race number 2. Your Crate USA Hot Rods. Look at there. Trosclair is going to tross it up across there. Here comes this 27 machine of Tommy Lowry. Lowry down the back straightaway. He led most of the he led the first half of the feature last night, and then got her stolen away, got his pocket picked, and he is looking for revenge tonight. On down the back straightaway. It is a 67. Or the 71, last night's winner, Dylan Ursery out of Cottondale, looking to Wyatt Parker on the inside. Ursery up there into the number 3 spot. Gonna lay a little bit right side romance to him, down the back straightaway. Watch this action into turn number 3. Ursery right back there. Oh, watch that front end wash out from underneath of him. That puts Wyatt Parker back into the number 3. Off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Still your race leader. Lowry, Trosclair, Parker, and Ursery. Ursery right back there in the number 4 spot. Like we said, last night's feature winner. They hurry on down. 3 laps remaining. Working on down the back straightaway. Lap traffic coming with 2 laps to go. They'll hurry on in as they work into turn number 3 and 4. Lowry, your leader, followed by Mickey Trosclair back there in second. White flag is a wave, and there's one to go. Down the back straightaway, still into turn number 3 and 4. Field will come on down. White flag is a waving. It goes away. Checkered is out. Tommy Lowry picks up the win. Mickey Trosclair to number 2 spot. 71 machine of Dylan Yershi coming home in the number 3 spot. So that'll wrap up your Murphy Oil Company Shaw Race Cars heat race number 2 and final for the We'll wrap up our Crate USA cards, and now it is on to 6 Friesen Performance IMCA Modified Heat Races. Let's take a look at your Dynamic Drivelines Heat Race number 1. Here's your starting grid. It'll be Chase Roseborough out of West Branch, Michigan, the 17R, and Troy Schaberg out of Amity, Arkansas, the 7S. Preston Sones out of Milton, Florida, the 22, and Todd Nieheiser out of Panama City, Florida, the 72. Row number 3, it's Jimmy Dunaway out of Panama City, Florida, the 20, and Owen Barnhill out of Milton, Florida, the B24. Final 2 starters on this one. We'll see Steve Gustav Sr. out of Milan, Illinois, and last night's hard charger from 20th to 5th. It is the animal, Jeff Taylor out of Locust Grove, Arkansas. So as we said, looking at the points coming into this deal tonight here to kind of bring everybody and Tim Curran up to speed. Austin Becerra has 119 points. Joseph Joyner has 117. There's 2 points that separate them. In a mathematical way of some way, shape, or form, they have to finish with 2 cars between them. So if Becerra wins and Joyner goes second and it's a tie, they become co-champions. If Becerra wins the feature tonight and Joyner goes 4th, he wins by 1. Now, if Joyner wins, he's got to beat him by 5. He's got to beat Austin Becerra by 5 positions. The way it works out is winner gets 40 points, second gets 39, 38, 37, 36, 30. You get it, down by 1. So do the math quickly in your head, and you will be able to figure out that that position's up for grabs. 3rd is up for grabs. 4th, 5th, top 10 in this deal could change all the way back. It's here we go. First green flag for your Friesen Performance IMCA Modified Heat Races. It'll be Troy Schaberg out of Amity, Arkansas, watching that driver out of West Branch, Michigan, Chase Roseborough, work into the number 1 spot. Down the front, straight away they go. Barnhill back there in the number 4 position. Remember, top 3 cars transfer, top 3 going to the A. They'll work off at turn number 4 and down the front, straight away. Lap number 2 coming at you. Still Chase Roseborough. Owen Barnhill. Jeff Taylor is up into the number 5 spot. Remember, he started back there dead last in 8th. He is going to have to do a ton of pedaling to stay out of a B main tonight. He's got to pass 2 more cars to make it into the A main. But Barnhill, former Dirtworks Eastern Region Rookie of the Year, working the bottom of the racetrack. Down the back straightaway, Nieheiser there in the 72, keeping him at bay. Nieheiser with a big push to the top. Here comes Barnhill back on the bottom, nothing to be had. They'll rock and roll off at 2 and on the back straightaway. The animal starting to go to the hunt. He's ready to pounce. They'll work him on down into turn number 3 and 4. The 5 of Taylor bobbled that time. He's got to get ahead of steam, built back up as he chases down Barnhill in the number 4 spot. Off of turn number 4, Chase Roseborough. Out of West Branch, Michigan, your race leader. 7S to Troy Schaberg. Then it is off of turn number 4, still Roseborough, your race leader with 1 to go. Off of 2 and on the back straightaway, Chase Roseborough. Out of West Branch, Michigan. Looking to bring dynamic drive lines. Heat race number 1 win back with him. He'll do it. Roseborough with the win. The 7S of Troy Schaberg coming home into the number 2 spot, and the 78 of Nieheiser coming home in 3rd. So picking up dynamic drive lines, heat race number 1, Chase Roseborough out of West Branch, Michigan in the 17R. Getting ready to move on into heat race number 2 action. They'll roll out to the racetrack. Performance Bodies heat race number 2. Jason Barnhill out of Pace, Florida, the 1B, and the 37J is Pappy Leonard out of Raven, Arkansas. Row number 2 will be Derek Thompson out of Monroe, Wisconsin, the 34T, and the ONE of Joseph Joyner out of Milton, Florida. Row number 3, Travis Denning out of Sterling, Illinois, in the 56D, and the A1 out of Brooklyn, Arkansas, is Jeremy Russell. Final 2 starters, we'll see Lance Arneson out of Abrams, Wisconsin, in the 75, and Eddie Seitz out of Towanda, Pennsylvania, the 5S. So this heat race is going to be very important to Jonathan Joyner. Heat races don't give you points. But if you win the heat race, you get to draw numbers 1 through 6 for the feature. If you go second in a heat race, you get to draw for the next 6 spoons. If you go third, you draw for the last set of spoons. So it's 1 through 6, 7 through 12, 13 through 18. So you want to finish higher up front to get the lower numbers, and you want to finish at least third or better. So once again, what a wonderful time we've had here in Florida this week. It's hard to believe that they always say when you go on vacation, the best day is the last day. Woke up this morning to no clouds. Beautiful day here. And it is turning out to be a beautiful night for championship night of the inaugural Clash on the Coast here. Once again, a big thanks to our friends up the street at Northwest Florida Speedway. As what a job we had up there. What a track, what a facility, what a great time we had up there Monday and Tuesday. Thursday and Friday, she's been right here. As we get ready to go for the green, it's up, it's out, we're underway. On down into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be the 1B machine of Barnhill to the race lead. Joseph Joyner to the outside of the ONE, and it'll be Derek Thompson to the bottom in the 34T. They'll work off at turn number 4, Phantom out 3 wide, daily double, boom, bang, got him. Joseph Joyner into the number 1 spot. Caution will be coming. Caution's coming. Pappy Leonard and Eddie Seitz in the 5 car got together in the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. So it's Joyner and Barnhill 1 and 2, and man, what a move by Joseph Joyner. Grabbed that daily double, got the 2-for-1 special there for the race lead. Taking a look for you folks back at home, here's how she all went down as he came into turn 3 in 3rd. By the time he got off of turn 4, he was the leader. That guy right there has got more laps than anybody on this racetrack. But not as many as some in a modified. Of course, Monday night at a third-place finish. Second-place finish, or a win on Tuesday night, and a second place last night for Joseph Joyner. Austin Becerra has had 2 wins and a second-place finish. All right, getting everything in line. Joyner, your race leader. So Joseph Joyner, your race leader in the ONE machine, on out front. Off of turn 4, green's up, and here we go. Off of 2 and out of back straightaway, Joyner, your race leader. It'll be Derek Thompson into the number 2 spot. Look at this. Arneson, Lance Arneson, the 75 out of Abrams, Wisconsin, has rolled on into the number 3 position. Eddie Seitz back to 4th. Travis Denning running 5. Into turn number 3 and 4, Joseph Joyner up front in the ONE machine, showing the way down the front straightaway. Austin on YouTube, you're correct. We did not. I think you're incorrect. We didn't. Joseph Joyner, your race leader, showing it on out front. Thompson coming. Here we go for the lead. Off of 2 and out of back straightaway. Down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. Joyner right there going to roll the bottom of the racetrack. This time 3 laps to go. Thompson working that machine feverishly back there. The Monroe, Wisconsin racer. Down the back straightaway, here comes Thompson one more time. Going to stab and grab to the inside. Nothing to be had. Joyner still your race leader. Off of turn number 4, 2 laps to go. Thompson back downstairs. Joyner on the outside. Off of 2 and out of back straightaway. They will hustle him into turn number 3. The white flag will come out of the starter stand this time. Thompson on the bottom. Joyner to the outside. 1 lap to go. Down the back straightaway. Final time into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Milton, Florida's Joseph Joyner with the win. Derek Thompson and Lance Arneson, Apparel, Wisconsin racers, going 2 and 3. Lance Arneson going to be credited with the number 4 or 3 spot. Derek Thompson, 34T, is second. And Joseph Joyner in the ONE going to come home into the number 1 spot. Third heat race coming to you. Your Race Wrap Express heat race number 3. Going to see the 18 of Chris Rutherford on the pole. And the TWO of Jonathan Joyner out of Milton, Florida. Row number 2, 6J, Ryan Jenkins out of Blair, Nebraska. And Brent Hartwick out of Quinton, Arkansas, the 9. The 01 of Ryan Gilmore out of Springfield, Missouri to the inside of row number 3. And Brian Ray Flowers out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Final 2 starters going to be Jacob Campbell out of Hackett, Arkansas. And from Cass City, Michigan, the 18K of Dale Cake III. So, of course, like we've said, this has been one of those destination races, one of those vacation races. And apparently for one driver, it became more of a little bit of everything. Of course, taking a look there behind the Andrews Autosport 01 machine racing it last night and tonight, Ryan Gilmore in the 01 machine. Apparently this morning he woke up and he said, we worked on the car last night. We got it pretty good. They put my name on the roof. And I think I'm just going to go to the beach. So him and his nice lady friend, his girlfriend, decided they'd go to the beach, hang out, chill out. And apparently, you won't believe what happened. Apparently, he tripped in the sand. Ryan Gilmore tripped in the sand, and he fell to a knee, and she went to help him up, and when he did, he looked up at her and says, "Will you marry me?" So, congratulations to the driver of the 01, Ryan Gilmore. He popped the question on the beach today. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to him and Ashley Dotson. She says, "I'm going to be a Gilmore girl." I said, "Yes." Ryan surprised me with the most amazing proposal today on the beach. I was beyond shocked, and I cried like a little baby when I realized he had just asked me to be his wife. The beach is my favorite place to be, and this made me love it even more. My heart is pounding. Can't stop smiling. The ring is absolutely stunning. I get to marry the man of my love. Can't wait to tell the puppers their mom and dad are getting married. Eek! Guys, I'm getting freaking married, she says. Tracy, is that how girls do it? Do they get all like frantically and stuff? I mean, I remember when I asked my ex-wife to marry me. It was over like a corn dog at the state fair. I'm kind of romantic that way, Tracy. I know we were going to the state fair. And wouldn't you know it, about 3 years later, she got the gold mine and I got the shaft. Just like Jerry Reed sang it. Now I can't complain too bad. Now probably some of her friends are watching. I didn't say anything bad about her. I did that on one broadcast, and woohoo, did my phone blow up. Here we go, third and final free race of the tour. Oh, boy. I've got a feeling that is going to be coming BACK back. Oh, boy, don't run over the guy in front of you. Don't run over the guy in front of you because the front row could not. Now, Tracy, that right there, that start, that looked about as ugly as that girl that I went to with prom's date that night. So that wasn't real pretty. I know. I wasn't that good looking either. So Brian Ray Flower, of course, they were hollering for the yellow, and apparently he didn't get out of the throttle in time. Got into the back of the 6 of Jenkins. So we'll get our front row sized up. We'll get the 18 to move on up there. Jonathan Joyner says, "Dude, I'm right up here. Come find me. Come get me." So the 86 of Brian Ray Flowers going pit side. All right, ready to get back to the green flag. We'll see if this one is going to be any prettier. Oh, looks good so far. Oh! Bring that one back and put the 18 to the back. Wow. Yellow is out. Not sure what happened there. That one was as ugly as, well, it was uglier than the first start. 18 had about 3 car lengths on him coming off of turn number 4 and then just drove right up across the field. So the 18, I believe, is on its own recognizance, going to pull to the pits. Joiner's got, so yeah, that thing's hurting the back end pretty hard. I think there's a spring. So, yep, you see it. Well, it's a flat tire. Flat tire on the TWO machine. So that's now going to put Jenkins and Hartwig up on the front row. So the TWO is going to have to go to the pit area. The 18 of Chris Rutherford has already went there. So here's how you, for those of you watching at home, here's how you don't do a start. Ooh, you just keep throttled in when the car's cracked up and jacked up. Wow, and then you saw the 18 was into the TWO the whole way down the front straightaway. Here's a good shot coming right in your living room. Ooh, watch this. Bang! Wow. That one reminded me of the last time I saw Tim Current race. Shane Epley, great to have you tuned on in. On the YouTube look in. On down into turn number 1 and 2, Ryan Jenkins, Brent Hartwig. Now, Hartwig may not have to work as hard for this heat race win as he did last night. They have kind of handed it over to him early as he puts that 9 machine on in the number 1 spot. Here comes, oh, something wrong on the 0-1 machine. Right front tire down on the 0-1 car. He's going to limp that thing to the pit area. We're going to stay to the green flag. Jenkins right there, chasing down your race leader, the 9 of Brent Hartwig. The 0-1's going to stay clear, and we're going to stay green. Off of 2 and out of back straightaway. The 9 machine of Brent Hartwig. He can go back to back last night to tonight with heat race wins. They'll hustle off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway, they'll race him on into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Hartwig got in there a little tough. Car washed up the hill on him. He'll move that 9 machine. He'll still stay the race lead, though. On down the back straightaway. The 9 of Brent Hartwig at Equipment, Arkansas. Blair, Nebraska's Ryan Jenkins working second. 27C machine of Jacob Campbell out of Hackett, Arkansas in the number 3 spot. Working him on down the 9 car. Hartwig, your race leader with 2 to go. They'll hurry down into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is coming. 1 to go. Hartwig, your leader. Jenkins and Campbell, 1, 2, and 3. Field the race down into turn number 3 and 4 to be Brent Hartwig. Checkered flag and a heat race win again tonight in the 9 car. Ryan Jenkins and the 27C of Jacob Campbell, your top 3. So, of course, the hot pit is not an option in the heat races. The 18 just went, changed tires, or did whatever he did, and decided to come back onto the racetrack and then pulled to the infield. Heat races, you do not get a chance to use the hot pit. There are no hot pit heat races. So, for those of you who have been tuned in on IMCA TV for a little free look-in, on the YouTube channels for a free look-in, remember, if you missed any of this week's action, you can go out for $24.99 and buy that IMCA TV replay pass, and you can watch this or any race that has been archived in the archives of IMCA TV. Great package, and of course, a portion of that $24.95 for that replay package goes back into the pockets of IMCA racers. So we do thank and appreciate you for joining us live on some look-ins all week, but you are now DUN and no more FREE.
Lights are out down the back straightaway. You can follow along at My Race Pass. Free to see lineups. If you want to see the running order, you do have to pay a little bit of money. Here we go. Siebenberg on the inside, Sobbing on the outside. Sobbing with the whole shot. Good run down the front straightaway. Now through the middle and going to let it drift up to the top, go down the back straightaway. It'll be the 99 of Sobbing. Sobbing now going to work through the middle of the racetrack. Going to come one lap down in this first heat race. Siebenberg into the 4X. Anthony Stanley followed by the 17X, the 18 of Tim Clonch. Sobbing up on the top side, the 4X on the bottom side. 4X, Stanley. Slanley, gonna have a good shot right there, and here he comes. It's gonna be Slanley, followed by the 17X of Leuenberg, and then Elijah Siebenberg gets shuffled back.
And Clonch gets by Ziegenbergen, and here comes Miles and Gilliam. Sobbing is pulling away. He's got about an eight car advantage coming out of turn 4.
That third and that fourth position there between the 17X of Leuenberg and Tim Clonch is the race of the afternoon right now so far. On the inside, Clonch trying to make it work. Clonch, local hometown hero, won a few nights back at Abilene Speedway, I believe he did. But Sobbing is out hot lapping, as it looks like right now, in the front with the 99.
And Justin Leuenberg trying to work his way around Slaney for that final transfer spot. But here comes Tim Clonch on the inside of him.
Top two will transfer. It's going to be Sobbing, followed by Slaney and Clonch. Clonch in that third position. They're still too wide there for that third and that fourth position. Sobbing outpacing the track. Just a few hot laps. 2 in the air, 6 down, 2 to go. Still going to be Sobbing out front, followed by Slaney, Clonch, Leuenberg, Matt Guillaume in the 50. That third and that fourth position is
out.
Third and fourth position is for the starting of the B main. So you may think it's not for much, but that is where you're going to start in the B main. That could be the front row or the second row in that first B main.
And your winner of Sunoco's Race Fuels Heat Race number 1 is Jesse Sobbing. And number 4X finishing second is Anthony Slaney.
Tim Clonch in the third position, Leuenberg in the fourth, Matt Guillaume in the fifth, Jason Gore, Siebenberg in the seventh position, Eric Miles and Matt Bocher. Up next, heat race number 2. Here at Kennedale Speedway, we do run them off pretty quick. Sobbing will get over, run across the scales, check them out, make sure everything's good, and then come to the winner's circle. Front row, heat race number 2, the 114, Thomas Hall, and the outside, the 26 of Dean Abbey.
Row number 2 on the inside, 25J, Jared Seifert, and on the outside, row 2, the 8M, Angel Munoz.
Inside row number 3, the 7D of Danny Holt, and the outside of 13H of Travis Hatcher.
Starting on the 4th row on the inside is the 1G, Bosco Garrett, and on the outside, 22S, Scott Foster.
Shotgun on the field, 18S, Cody Smith. Cody Smith will be getting 1 to go this time by, I believe. 8 laps will be the distance in your heat race number 2, your IM Racing Fuels heat race. Brought to you by Warren, over at Sunoco Fuel. Mr. Warren used to help us out at 281 Speedway. He brings fuel to Boyd and Kennedale. So, Mr. Warren, thank you for all your
coming
help.
to the green, starting the race is Thomas Hall Jr. and Dean Abbey on the front row. Come on.
Dean Abbey in that sniper speed up on the top side of the 26 machine. Down the front straightaway. Rotating it through the middle. Going to let it drift up a little high down the back straightaway. It'll be the 26 of Dean Abbey, but here comes the 114 of Thomas Hall. Up on the outside. The 25 of Jeff Seifert.
I think that's the 8M of Angel Munoz taking the second from Thomas Hall Jr.
Angel Muniz, I believe, in a borrowed
Taking the
car.
lead.
Yeah, in a borrowed car, an old Smokey, not his, but shoot it through the middle and up through the top side.
Ooh, Dean's got a little push in that thing.
Dean had to check up a little bit. That's going to let Angel Muniz in the 8. Work through the middle and down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 8 of Muniz, followed by Dean Abbey and then Thomas Hall. Three laps in the books. We'll be coming to the cross flags next time by. Muniz, a lot of smoke coming out of that hot rod when he gets right back into throttle, right through the middle of 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's see if it's something, just a little leak in a valve cover or something, or maybe something a little more, hopefully not. You can keep it going. Maybe some valve seals or something like that. It's not all the way down the straightaways. It's just right when he gets back into throttle. You can see it puff a little smoke. So hopefully we can keep it together. Angel Muniz, followed by the 26 Dean Abbey, the 114 of Thomas Hall Jr., and the 13H of Travis Hatcher. Remember, the top two will go to the A main. Everybody else will go to the B main and work their way up through it. We will have an auction for the last spot at intermission. All that money goes to the Kurt
2 laps
Martin.
to go.
All that money goes to the Kurt Martin Fund, and that money will go back to whoever wins that at the end of the race, at the end of the week. We'll talk more about that later on.
Coming to the white flag, we've got Angel Munoz, Dean Abbey, Thomas Hall Jr., and coming on the inside of Hunter is Mr. Cody Smith, working for 4th place.
Cody Smith started deep in the pack on the shotgun of the field, actually.
Yep.
Up in that 4th position. Too bad we're not going by passing points tonight, buddy.
Coming to the checkered flag, Angel Munoz is going to win the heat race, followed by Dean Abbey. All right, the top 2 are going to move to the infield and redraw for the feature. All the other cars are going to move to the B main. There'll be 2 B mains, and they'll be taking the top 6 out of each B main.
Heat race number 3 rolling out on the racetrack right now for your IMCA stock cars. On the pole, the 557 Andrew Schroeder, and then outside the 54M Michael Dabney.
Row 2 on the inside, number 137 Jeffrey Abbey, and on the outside, the 911 Mr. Dirt Defender himself, Billy Vest.
Inside row number 3, Papa George Egbert, the 70, and the outside the 63C of Austin Carter.
Row 4 on the inside is the 22 Gregory Moorhead, and the outside is 717 G-Dub Egbert.
And shotgun on the field, the P74, that's the flying Ryan Powers. Ryan Powers machine on the back. Heat race number 3, your Landham Springs heat race. Again, all the heat race winners do get paid here. It's $25 or so. Beats a kick in the shin. Here we go, lights are going out.
And the green is out. Dabney takes a quick lead. 54 is up. Oh, Billy Vest moves into second. Oh, he pushed up a little. 63 car, the Austin Carter moves into second behind Dabney.
Billy Best seems to be a little off power and something wrong with that machine. But out front is going to be the 54M of Michael Dabney, followed by the 63C of Austin Carter. Carter in the 63 now going to peek down underneath. Like the left rear rotor is already glowing one lap into this heat race. Carter going to work underneath the 54 of Michael Dabney. Carter going to sling it in there, let it rotate, see if we can drive it down the back straightaway. Going to pull him by a fender down the back straightaway. New lead right now, that is going to be the 63 of Austin Carter. Let's see how it works as we come to the flag stand. Carter gonna rotate it, diamond it up, and drive it down the hill, pull the left front, and get that new lead.
We got number 63 in the lead, 54, 137, 717. Coming to lap number 5.
5 down, 3 to go in this heat race, number 3 for your IMCA Stock cars. Down the back straightaway with the 63C of Austin Carter, followed by the 54 of Michael Dabney. Jeffrey Abbey now going to put some pressure on the inside. Dabney on the inside, Papa George Egbert on the outside. George on the outside, going to get that second position. Out of nowhere comes a 707 or the 70.
And here comes Abbey on the inside of Dabney.
It's still going to be the 63C of Carter, followed by Papa George now in that second position. Papa George Egbert started in that 5th position, up in that second position transfer. 911
Carter
Billy Best.
slowing down.
Billy Best pulling to the infield.
We got a lead change. Papa George is in the lead now.
63 Austin Carter, something happened. White flag is out. Austin Carter, let's get into the infield, buddy.
George Egbert, Papa Egbert, Michael Dabney, Jeffrey Abbey, and
hate to see that. Hate to see that for the 63 Austin Carter. But their leader is going to be George Egbert, Michael Dabney, Jeffrey Abbey, and then George Egbert, the 4th GW, we like to call him. So your heat race number 3 winner, Papa George in the 70 machine.